Hey guys! Sorry for the break between videos here, I've been a bit busy. But anyway, once again, we've got a lot to cover from the last couple weeks, including a new little online game, some images from the upcoming A Thief and ThunderClan graphic novel, and the 20th anniversary of the series. I'll leave the graphic novel teasers until the end in case you want to avoid spoilers, so I'll let you know in advance before I show them. So this time, a lot of content on the official site, unsurprisingly focused on Into the Wild, including a quiz about the book and some polls. One's about your favorite mentor and life path introduced in Into the Wild, and one about the saddest deaths in the first arc. The site also posted the winners of the November Fan Challenge, which was to depict a character surviving their canon death. This is actually something that was originally posted in December, and they originally had a December challenge to depict characters partaking in holiday traditions, though that article had been removed and was replaced with the current one that has a January challenge instead, which is to design a birthday card for the series. There was one article this time which discusses how the current protagonists have complicated relationships with their mothers. Frostpaw was close with her mother, but both of her parents are now dead, and she's been deeply affected. Meanwhile, Nightheart and Sunbeam's relationships with their mothers are strained, and their fathers are respectively dead or uninvolved. It questions how things might have changed for our protagonists if their situations had been different. Also in the news this time, there is a new Little Warriors game added online. This game, which is designed more for mobile devices and is called Medicine Mission, puts you in the paw prints of a medicine cat apprentice with a seemingly unending deluge of clanmates who need healing, and it's up to you to select the correct herbs and time in order to heal them. It's been a long time since we've gotten a brand new game based on the series. It reminds me a bit of the old ones from years past, and I'm very happy to see another. And, of course, this weekend marked the 20th anniversary of the Warrior series, since Into the Wild was first released on January 21st, 2003. Vicky first made a post on Facebook revealing that she'd be filming a video with the other two original Aarons, Kate and Sheriff, and indeed, they filmed a discussion between the three of them where they answered questions from each other and the fans. It was a very sweet video, and I definitely recommend watching it. Lastly, we have some in-progress images from the upcoming graphic novel, A Thief and ThunderClan. Shortly after the new year, James Berry posted on Instagram showing his 2022 BeReal recap. BeReal is a social media app where it sends a notification, and you take a photo of whatever you're doing at the moment. So throughout the year, he took some photos while working on the graphic novel. Thank you to Russet Frost for screen capping these. We're going to take a closer look at the pictures here and see what we can see. So if you don't want potential spoilers, now is your last warning. Now note that these probably aren't in the order they appear in the book, they're just random. Anyway, let's get started. From what we can see of the pictures, it appears to take place before and during Firestar's quest, which is pretty much what we had guessed previously from when it appeared there was a drawing with a pregnant Brightheart. This first picture includes some of his reference sketches, so we can see Brightheart, Cloudtail, Sandstorm, Cinderpelt, Thornclaw, Brackenfur, Willowpelt, and Graystripe. And on the right we have two cats that I don't recognize, and then Brightheart going to talk to Firestar. At the bottom there seems to be a black cat with markings on their face, and I have no idea who that one might be. The next image appears to be a flashback of when Brightpaw and Swiftpaw were attacked by the dog pack, and what appears to be a dream where Brightheart is wading through blood. The third page has more reference images of the three apprentices, Sootpaw, Rainpaw, and Sorrelpaw, and of the two kits, Shrewkit and Spiderkit. One of the panels shows the apprentices, with I think Brackenfur and perhaps Ashfur looking at them, and then the other image has a whole crowd of ThunderClanners surrounding them. They all seem pretty serious, so I don't think this is their apprenticeship ceremony. This one shows Brightheart, Cloudtail, and Rainpaw watching the Freshkill pile. So it definitely seems like Rainpaw has some sort of involvement between this and the fact that he was front and center in the last picture, but I'm not quite sure what that might be. This page, which appears to be one of the earlier ones in the book, has some Brightheart and Cloudtail interaction. I'm guessing this is where she reveals that she's expecting Kits, since he looks surprised and then very happy. At the bottom of the screen, we see a very sweet moment where Brightheart's sister Cinderpelt appears to be happy for her. We haven't seen very many sibling moments between the two in the books, so I hope we get to see more of that here. This image is very clearly Firestar and Sandstorm leaving on their quest. This one shows several cats carrying Willowpelt, so I assume that this one is just after her death. Here we have Brightheart in the medicine den with Cinderpelt and Longtail, and she's clearly feeling something in her belly, whether it's her Kits moving or her labor pains starting. The next image shows Brightheart and Cloudtail curled up with what I can only assume is a newborn white kit. This one's a bit different since it doesn't have panels from the graphic novel itself, but rather it seems to have some color references and 2 different sketches for possible covers. So this is another cover we could have gotten for the book. This picture just has Brightheart looking down, with Cloudtail comforting her. Here it looks like Brightheart goes into a den and then sleeps, possibly starting a dream sequence. This scene seems to have Brightheart and Cloudtail talking to another cat, with Brightheart looking surprised. I think that's probably Firestar, but maybe it could be Brackenfur or Thornclaw. I'm also not sure where that might be. While it does include some trees, it also looks like a bunch of open grass, almost as if it's ThunderClan territory. The final sketch here is the only one with text in it, and it shows scenery and the phrase, "All we have to do is wait." So that pretty much sums up where we fans are at, just waiting for the official previews and then the release of the book itself. Do you have any theories as to what the graphic novel will entail and how Rainpaw is involved? Did you interpret any of the images differently than I did? Share your thoughts in the comments. Anyway, having been a fan of the series almost as long as it's been around, it's amazing to have seen it come so far and last long enough for a 20th anniversary. I almost didn't check out the first Warriors book I saw, which was Rising Storm, at the library, and it's funny looking back that such a simple little decision would have such a big impact on me. Warriors has been a stable, constant part of my life, and no matter whether I was the awkward middle schooler who picked up the book back then, or the somewhat still awkward adult that I am now, I can always get lost in the world of Warriors. Anyway, that's enough from me, so see you next time!